Welcome to the Air Moon Heiress channel for the Sagittarius Zodiac reading, whether you have a Sun, Moon, Rising or Stellium placement, or you're checking in on a fellow Sagittarius, then this will be your Zodiac reading for tonight. Welcome if it's the first time you've been to my channel. I don't normally sound like this. I'm currently sick at the moment. So I did sort of get a feeling going into this one that maybe some of you are currently struggling with like health at the moment or speaking up about something. We're actually going to take that. Okay, yeah, so that's a card of burnout or resting. It could be a card of contemplation as well. But we usually take contemplation. I guess it's not the case for everybody, but a lot of the times we need to contemplate things is when something's happening, okay? It could be like a stressful thing or something, and you just need to find a way to take ease. Yeah, like something stressful's happened, or you're like burnt out in some capacity, and it's actually time to just like, part of me wants to say grieve, and part of me wants to say it's just like processing stuff, just letting yourself be upset. If you're upset, that's fine. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't have to be anything. There doesn't have to be any judgment around being sad or grieving something. Okay. I'm just going to take a quick drink of water because my voice seems to be getting worse. Yes, okay. Anyway, so the next card that we have is the Aquarius card for the star. Look, I feel like in this instance, it's actually not necessarily about an Aquarian trait, but more about like having a dream and really following that dream. But if anything, I could say maybe it was like a philanthropic dream. So I guess Sagittarius kind of has that in common with Aquarius in the way of caring about people. Yeah. And being a bit of a dreamer, so that makes sense too. And I think they're just saying as long as you're like pouring into yourself and the projects and the things that you have like passion for, then, you know, you can use that, whatever the dream is or the goal is, as the guiding light. And everything else should just kind of fall into place with it. But you need to rest first, and you need to allow yourself time to process things first as well. And then, of course, there's like success by doing that. Okay, so let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. Yeah, it's like celebrations and good times. Some of you could be coming into union or like, what's the word? Not concreting. No. Oh, I can't remember what the word is for like celebrating a union. Yeah, okay. Part of me wants to say like cremating, but I know that's definitely not the right word at all. I'm just like, what a bizarre thing to like have come to mind when I'm trying to talk about like the celebrating and the cementing of like a union. Is, yeah. Consummating a union? Consummating, is that the word? I feel like this is just like another year around the sun for you. Or is that right? Another year around the sun, yeah. And it's inevitably like a wish fulfillment on its own. Here we go. There's probably something new coming in that will like spark some sort of like interest or joy for you. And it might be something that's more of like an introspective internal journey, or a journey of like wisdom or something like that. Philosophy. Yeah, philosophy could be another one as well. And I think there's a two-part warning here. The first one is to take care of your health. The second one is to keep your cards close to your chest. And this is bizarre. I've never had it come through in a reading before, but I have heard other readers say it, where sometimes if you have something like potentially really successful, actually, do you know what? It doesn't matter what it is. If you have something in the works and you talk to other people about whether it looks successful or not, and the thoughts can be as innocent as they come, where people might just go, oh, I don't think that will work, or they think like, oh, that really might actually work, and then they get a bit jealous or something, or maybe it shines a light on the work that they're not doing, or they like they might get a bit funny that you've got more of a sense of direction than them or something like that. Then I guess it can just, their innocent thoughts about whatever the scenario is, which I assume would be like a business venture of some kind or work. It doesn't have to be, but I guess sometimes when people are having these thoughts, they're projecting an energy of like failure or negativity towards whatever the situation is. And if it hasn't even unfolded yet, and you haven't actually begun the work especially yet, and you're telling people like straight off the bat what it is that you're like going to be working towards, it can allow like a lot of this like evil eye negative energy to actually like penetrate or affect some of the workings of what you're doing. And I think all they're trying to warn is that basically it's okay to keep some things to yourself. And I actually have this for the last group as well, but it might be worthwhile getting something that has like the evil eye symbol on it, whether it is like a key ring or something like that, or a piece of jewelry, just to have on you at different times. And that may help with some of that evil eye as well, just because I feel like you guys have a dream, you're being successful, you're working towards something, you've got good times and celebrations coming in, and like good things in terms of wish fulfillments, and like your inner journey's being really good. And you know, sometimes there are a lot of people that just live for security, and they live for the mundane things in life, and then yeah, they might be really secure, but they might not really be happy. So they might see you going after like this thing that makes you happy, or that you're really passionate about, and that can sort of bring in that evil eye energy. Okay, so we want to try to ward it off the best that we can, and sometimes that might mean keeping certain things closer to your chest. And I think it's not everything, it's just something that might be in the early stages of working. Okay, it doesn't mean that we like don't share our celebrations with other people. There's clearly other people in both of these cards of like success and celebration. It's just those early days. Okay, now do we have anything else for Sag? We'll just take a card from another deck. So this is for the month ahead. It is supposed to be like a timeless reading, so it shouldn't matter when you find it. It should still be relevant for the month ahead of you at that time. I also do picker cards on this channel as well, and you can book private readings with me. I have the email listed in the description box. Actually, yeah, I'll need to put it in for the zodiac readings. If I ever post a video where you can't find it in the description box, it should be on my channel page. But now that I've said this, I'll have to make sure I go through and add it into the description for the zodiac readings. We just want one more. What would be helpful for Sagittarius? Okay, here we go. So it appears that there's some sort of like drama starter around you. Yeah. Okay, so maybe that's like the person that maybe that's why there's that call to keep certain things close to your chest. Because you have a person that could potentially try to inhibit the process in some way. Yeah, they seem to be in their head overthinking. I think we just had another card flip out. I'll just see if we did or not. Maybe not. That's okay. No, alright, we're fine. yeah, they're just, whoever this person is, they're just in their head a lot. They're just ruminating. I don't feel like it's on purpose. It's just a case of just where they're at. And then of course it's going to be like a level of like projecting there with that overanalyzing as well. We'll take one more card out of a different deck, and then I think we should be fine to like wrap this up and move it on. Okay, so there could be some sort of like conflict going on around you at the moment, or that you're engaged in. Could make sense with this drama starter card, right? And the fact of feeling like burnt out or needing to like contemplate things and grieving things, let alone the fact that it's like another year around the sun for you, and then having been told to keep things closer to your chest and try to use something like evil eye, like what is it, jewelry and symbolization to help with protection from any sort of evil eye energies out there. Now, I feel like part of this process is just accepting what comes and goes with the different seasons. And sometimes what that is, or what that means, is accepting change and what we can and what we can't control. We can't control the weather, okay? All we can do is fare through the weather and move on and put the work in and head to where the greener pastures are. And then when we put that work in, we get there, we can enjoy it. Okay, Sagittarius, this is everything that I actually have for you for tonight's zodiac reading. So I hope that this was helpful in some way. I apologize about my voice. I should be good by next time. Yeah, I'll see you all in another reading. Thanks.